Next up, Russ and I are going to cover some new 4K and Blu-ray announcements, including A Bronx Tale, Jaws 2, and some hot Kino releases. Welcome back to 4K Kings. I'm Matt.
I am Russ.
And welcome to your home of physical media, movie reviews, and the home of 3,000 subscribers.
3,000, you say?
3,000, Russ. We've hit the 3,000 mark, and we want to, of course, thank everyone out there for all your support and clicking that subscribe button and getting us to 3K. It's been a lifelong dream to get this far. Now on our way to 4,000, Russ, a very special number because it's 4K.
That's right.
We're 4K Kings.
I think we can officially quit once we hit 4K subscribers.
I think that's what will probably happen. We hit 4K, the channel just like implodes.
So there's your motivation to subscribe.
We also have been mentioning Russ pretty frequently for all the people out there. If you have got a recent pickup that you really loved or enjoyed, to throw us a little video and we would showcase it here. This week's video is from none other than Frank Dux himself. Frank Dux is coming to us with one of his favorite releases, and that's Miami Connection. He sent us a message and said that he met YK Kim and he was able to get his signature on the Miami Connection release.
As longtime viewers will know, and I'm sure you do as well, Matt, I am a huge fan of Miami Connection, and meeting YK Kim would be an honor. I could die.
I know what you mean.
Hello, I want to say thank you 4K Kings for bringing me onto your channel. I attended the Martial Arts Super Show. I brought the Miami Connection movie with me. I decided not to watch this film until I had gotten this film signed by YK Kim himself. Oh, he was excited when he seen this. He had such a big smile on his face. I could tell that it made his day, and it made mine.
So Russ, first up, hot off the press, announced yesterday, whenever this video goes up, yesterday is probably like a week ago at this point, Jaws 2, 45th anniversary edition. Universal is putting that out of the blue announcement, coming out July 4th.
No one's coming back, nothing new?
Nothing new. Nothing new for the 45th anniversary. Again, nobody cares. Is Roy Scheider alive?
No.
These people are like 50 years old when this was filmed, so this is 45-year anniversary. They're probably all dead. But for the major Jaws 2 fans, if you didn't want to piss your money away on this regular edition, Zavvi's sending out the Collector's edition in a 4K Steelbook.
Why does Jaws 2 get such a sweet release? That artwork looks pretty good.
It does. Every comment I saw was, why didn't Jaws 1 get this?
Seriously, I would have bought Jaws 1 in this immediately.
Or you can get the 4K Steelbook, but the only way to get that as of now is to get this collector's edition, which is running for about $50 on Zavvi. It has this hard to rigid box, a booklet, the original poster art, and 4 art cards for $50, which isn't outrageous. Any Jaws 2 fans out there?
I've never heard anyone in my lifetime discuss Jaws 2 in person, have you?
When I saw this was announced and I was thinking on Jaws for a second, I'm pretty sure I saw this one before I saw the original one, way back when it was on TV or something when I was much younger. How is this movie regarded in terms of like the series?
How I've always viewed it, and I've never seen it, Halloween 2. Halloween 2 has a ton of fans. I enjoy it, but to me, it doesn't compare at all to the original, just by virtue of having Roy Scheider in there. Jaws 3 feels so removed from the original to me, and 4, where 2 feels right in line.
As far as reading the synopsis, it just sounds like they did Jaws again.
Take it easy. We need the income.
Like 4 years after the great white shark terrorized a small resort of Amity, it just starts happening again. And I guess Roy Scheider's like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Another shark attack.
That's what I've always gathered. It's not, they're not reinventing the wheel. They're not bringing anything fresh. It was just a paycheck for Scheider, and let's start a franchise. I've only seen parts of Jaws 3. Jaws 3 is the one where they're at like a SeaWorld type.
And Jaws somehow infiltrates a SeaWorld. Isn't 3 with
Dennis Quaid?
I'm a pro!
Is that the one where he eats Samuel L. Jackson? Which one has Jason Statham? Anyway,
go ahead and subscribe.
3,000 subscribers, everyone. That's what we've got this channel for. Lots of witty banter and deep insight.
This whole time, the only thing running through my head is that comment on our previous video where the person asked us, what movies have we seen? I don't know what Jaws 3 is.
We just had a couple cameras laying around. We thought we'd just start talking about shit.
Maybe nobody noticed.
So moving right along, Russ, to a title that a lot of fans have been commenting on, and even you yourself said, why aren't we talking about this? So here the hell we are. In its 30th anniversary, is A Bronx Tale. Its debut on 4K and on Blu-ray in the US. It was only released on DVD prior. This has been newly remastered in 4K. It's got new extended interviews with Robert De Niro and Chaz Palminteri. The thing you're supposed to be the most excited for is just that it's here. It doesn't look like they want to give you much. 30th anniversary, we're finally going to bring this thing out. So here it is, Robert De Niro's directing debut. A lot of excitement for this release. I'm a little bit on the fence. My first time watching this was when it came out, around the time it came out, but it was on TV. So it came out in 93. I'm sure I saw it in like 95. And I remember then feeling like it was a lesser, like Goodfellas-esque kind of clone. Like here's Robert De Niro again, here's this mob story again, here's a young kid that's getting swept up into the mob world, and it just has like the similar kind of feeling. That was just my take then.
Really?
So I don't think I gave it really the chance that I maybe should have given it. Then later in life, I rewatched it, probably like even 20 something years later. And my recollection of that time was that it was good, but I thought the acting was a little just kind of bad.
Really?
Kind of wooden. It just, I felt like some of the scenarios were a little stiff. I went back and I watched some clips of A Bronx Tale just to kind of refresh my memory on it. The child actor, as well as the teenage version of that actor, they're not good, either of them.
The jerk-offs.
I'm with you with Teenage C, which is the main character of the entire movie. It could have been cast better. He's not good.
There's your answer right there.
They didn't cast a child actor or a teenage actor that could go toe-to-toe with Robert De Niro. He is great. And when he's like delivering these lines to these kids, they're just not giving the same gravitas back. And I just feel like that makes it fall flat.
I disagree with you on that completely. Everything you just said works for the story and the character. Of course, he's not going to be able to hold his own up against Robert De Niro. He's a teenager and he's stupid. He's making bad decisions. And he's Robert De Niro. What fucking teenager is going to go toe to toe with Robert De Niro?
I don't know, but the acting was bad.
Jerk-offs.
It's like Lifetime acting, Lifetime original movie acting, him.
Fair enough. But you got De Niro giving a powerhouse performance. You got Chaz Palminteri giving a powerhouse performance.
Dude, I feel like I need to see more Chaz Palminteri movies. Like, he is so awesome.
I've seen Chaz Palminteri do his one-man stage play live. I've seen it. It's great, of Bronx Tale. I take umbrage with what you said about the lesser Goodfellas thing, too. This film is not trying to be Goodfellas.
It kind of feels like it.
No, it is. Dude, you're bringing that into it because it's De Niro and you got Pesci in there.
You got the beatings. You got the mob stuff.
It's New York. Yes, there's a mob. Not everything's going to be Goodfellas.
It has the same.
This movie is about heart. This movie is a coming-of-age tale. Goodfellas is not that.
Do you think that Robert De Niro didn't bring influence from Goodfellas onto this set?
That's a good question.
Okay, yes and no. Do I think he brought personal influence because he's been working with Martin Scorsese for 20-some years prior to this? Yes. Do I think he brought artistic influence into it to where he set out and said, hey, I'm going to make a Martin Scorsese movie with this Chaz Palminteri script? No. It's about a man who can't connect with, he's losing his son, and he's working his ass off doing the right thing. What the fuck is that comparable to Goodfellas in?
I mean, I didn't say the story was. I just said the vibe of it.
Vibe, totally. That's what I'm talking about.
All I'm saying is this came out so soon after Goodfellas, and you had so many of those same things in there. To me, as a young person, watching two mafia movies, both with Robert De Niro, both at the same time. Come on.
When you get older, you'll understand.
So anyway, Bronx Tale, maybe we'll come back and do a full review. I think we should. I think now we should.
I will give you that makes sense because I didn't see this when it came out. Maybe you're right.
All right, let's rewatch and maybe we come back with a cooler head, Russ, cooler head. So I married an axe murderer, and I don't want to talk about this for too long because I know probably no one really gives a shit about this other than me. It's my channel. It's, so I'll do what I want to do on here. This was a complete shock to me on the level of Real Genius shock. Not that I like this movie as much as Real Genius, but the fact that this is getting a 4K release from Sony, is just nuts to me. Not to mention that they got the original camera negative, restored that, Dolby Vision HDR, a Dolby Atmos track, what the flip, and 30 or so minutes of behind the scenes, never before seen shit. It's who cares about this movie other than 10 people, me being one of them.
I've come into contact with people in my life.
Really? Do you enjoy this movie?
Enjoy this movie. This is one of those movies I watched because it was always on.
Yeah.
When I was maybe 11 years old, I think this was on cable a lot. I never liked Nancy Travis.
So you're rejecting me?
I don't hate her or anything.
Yeah.
I just don't buy it. I'm just man, there's nothing special here. Mike Myers is an asshole.
Shut it!
In a movie like this, it shows more to me when he's doing Austin Powers or Wayne's World, he's kind of hidden in that character. When he's trying to play like a normal person in a rom-com, which I just don't buy it.
Oh, great.
This is like a time capsule for early 90s.
Yeah.
Bland PG-13 rom-coms. Fold laundry. Have this on in the background. Aside from you, nobody is going to be emotionally invested in anything here.
Which is why I'm so confused as to why it got a 4K release with all this restoration shit.
Somebody at Sony must have fell and bumped their head or some shit, because they keep releasing Real Genius, So I Married an Axe Murderer, Fright Night, but it is perplexing. Like, why are these certain titles getting this treatment?
And when you said 90s time capsule, this soundtrack on this movie is really good. It's all 90s like grunge music. It's so funny that
Is it grunge music?
Dude, it's the whole soundtrack's 90s grunge music. Well, you're getting the original art, which has always like bothered me. Look at Mike Myers' head on there. It's always bothered me.
Dude, doesn't he look like a prick?
I can't talk about it anymore. It's giving me a headache.
The one thing that I always liked about this movie that made it entertaining to me and also very interesting is there's like so many cameos of random people.
Really?
Oh my God.
I don't remember that.
Oh, dude, there's so many great cameos of random comedians and people. His best friend who's in the police, Anthony LaPaglia. Dude, he is hilarious in this. His boss is Alan Arkin, and he's like a really nice cop, but Anthony LaPaglia like wants a mean cop, so he's like trying to do this like mean cop routine, but he's so damn sweet that he just can't pull it off. Like, that's a whole subplot. Phil Hartman's in it doing the Alcatraz tour.
My name is John Johnson, but everyone here calls me Vicky.
There is some really great moments in this movie that I feel like you can't miss. I don't want to talk about it anymore, but So I Married an Axe Murderer. It's coming out for me July 25th. Thank you, Sony. And then just to wrap up real quick, Russ, a movie that Kino is blessing us with, and it's called Number One with a Bullet.
Whoa.
I'll tell you what, the second I saw this art, I was in. Look at this thing. I'm just intrigued. Is this not the best art ever? Like, look at Robert Carradine, fresh off of Nerds, trying to look so cool and so badass. And then look at Billy D, who's like holding up this shotgun. I mean, I don't think anyone shoots a shotgun into the air like that.
Whoa.
I watched the trailer. It looks absolutely stupid, but wonderful, of course. And you're going to get a new 2K restoration here, Russ, and a new audio commentary by action film historians. What do you think action film historians have got to say about this movie?
Fuck off.
What impact has this movie had on the action film genre? I would like to know.
Personally, it's had a huge impact. I don't know if the viewers know, but we starred in a remake of this film.
Yeah, in case anyone didn't know, 4K Kings, we did star. And this could be our next t-shirt. I just wanted to show that to the fans out there. For all you Robert Carradine, for all you Billy D. Williams fans, if you like Valerie Bertinelli, if you like Doris Roberts.
Oh, yeah, great.
It's coming out July 18th.
Doris Roberts.
And again, thank you to everybody for checking this out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It's the easiest way to support us. Russ, take her home.